class. At least Silka has one later on, but this is the last one with me. In this advanced class, we talked about a bunch of principles, and we used a certain set of choreography to illustrate these principles. So the choreography is twinkle to promenade position, open natural turn with him crossing on the last step. Then we did the runaround. From the runaround, we had two endings. The first one was to promenade, to do a continuity ending. So the ladies' part of that combination is twinkle, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, run, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. At some point, we hover on the left toe, feet together, and turn to promenade, and 1, 2, 3. In dancing that combination, the principles we talked about is number one, every figure in ballroom dancing is sideways. Either it goes sideways to his left or sideways to her left. So if it's sideways to her left, her head leads. If it's sideways to his left, his head leads. If it's not a head lead, if it's the other way, then it's a hip lead. So anything to her right is a right bun lead, and for him, it's his right bun. An example for her was the continuity ending or the chasse. If we happen to be doing that, she would be swinging her hips out from under her head. So it's important for her not to close from promenade like a tree, upright. She must always swing the hips past him, and that enables the beautiful position and greater swinging movement. The next principle we talked about was when we turn to promenade, he's turning to his right. On this twinkle, we call that opening to promenade, but opening is bad. He's actually closing to promenade is the way he should think about it. Then we went into the open natural turn, where he's crossing high in the thigh, so it's not a low cross in the knees. Get a nice bold cross. He starts the runaround by twisting on his left heel, then transfers weight to the right toe, and that's where he is as he paddles around inconspicuously. At the end, it's better to take too much time than to rush the ending, so hover. When he wants to turn her to promenade, the principle is use the right toe pressing down to turn the head left, use the left toe pressing down to turn the head to the right. So he changes her positions, but it's through opposite foot pressure. Sometimes that's called dancing inside your shoes, a really important principle, rather than being too toppy or too army. So likewise then, when she turns to promenade, it's left toe pressure that takes her head up and over to promenade, and the right toe pressure that brings it back again. So use your feet to get the job done. We always use the larger muscles of the body to do the heavy lifting. From here, we come out with our continuity ending. And Diane?
Yes.
May I borrow you?
Yes.
Where's Diane?
Where's Diane?
Oh, okay. I'll demonstrate
Where'd
it
she
for a
go?
moment. Next, we did a different ending, and that is the runaround ended in a lunge. So after he has done his same twist and going around for whatever number of bars he's chosen, he ends facing the wall, his weight on his left foot, and he lowers, extending the right leg, and then we lunge from there. Thank you. Diane, I need you when you're ready. Then from there, the lunge, 1, 2, 3. We do the drag, 1, 2, a reverse pivot, 3, and then open left turn from there. The ladies' part of that is to dance her same runaround, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. She finishes with her weight on her right foot and lowers and does the lunge to her left. Then the drag, 1, 2, pivot 3, and out with a turn. One thing I'm discovering working with this group is most of you are not very comfortable doing a leading step on 3, a prep step. So examples of where you need that are coming out of the hover at the end of the runaround. That's a prep step on 3, 1, 2, 3. Another place where you needed that prep is after the lunge. We do a drag. The reverse pivot is 3, 1. And it looks like just about everyone would rather do 1. But that puts you on the wrong beat of music. One of the ways you can overcome that weakness in your dancing of not having a good prep on 3 is do what international style dancers do. Sometimes start with a right box when you start dancing and put in front of that a prep step. 3, 1, 2, 3. So that way it becomes ingrained to use prep steps. That's what musicians are doing. You hear lead-in steps or grace notes all of the time in music. So that's what we want to be able to dance to as dancers. And it makes your swings a lot better to get that preparatory action. So Diane, let's dance the whole thing. So we're going to do both versions. The first version is the twist. twist turn, the run around, to hover to promenade. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the second version starts the same way, we just end the twist differently. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you all. It's
Thank
been
you,
great
thank
fun.
you, thank you.